miracle morning or afternoon, day 5 for me, and I've got a very special guest. I've got my nephew, Joshua. Hello, Joshua.
Hi Tim, how are you? It's great to be back. We haven't done one of these in a long time, so it's good to be back and we can discuss this miracle morning that we've both been trying.
Yeah, it has been a very long time. As you know, and many others who will watch this know, I went downhill with my with the effects of my stroke. Lost a lot of energy, but fortunately, I've gone back to some neurofeedback, and that's well and truly perked me back up again. And then I've finally got back on the bandwagon and doing some hangouts, and the miracle morning's been a good impetus for that. So
Well, it's good to
and
see
you, sorry.
it's good to see that you're good and back in good health because it means you can get work undergoing, and I think that this miracle morning hopefully should help as well and just increase your well-being.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll hand it over to you to ask me more about my miracle morning.
Yeah, okay, great. I thought we'd just have like a little discussion about the miracle morning and what exactly has been happening for both of us. So I've been doing it for 2 days, and this is your fifth day doing it.
Yep.
So have you noticed like any change in your behavior or your work ethic or just general mood after doing it for 5 days?
Absolutely. The number one thing that the number one reason why I think that it's worked for me is as a part of it, there's visualization is one of the steps. And I think the intention of the miracle morning and visualization is more the bigger picture of where you want to go and what you want to do. And certainly it does talk about having some thoughts for the day. But so far what I've been doing is I have been using Trello to set up my to-do list for the day. And so I've been very realistic about what I can achieve for the day. And so it really does seem to help me at the end of the day to be in a better mood of often what I would do, post-stroke, is say, oh God, I got nothing done today. I don't feel very worthwhile, etc. I think with the miracle morning and the fact that I am applying myself to set up my Trello cards for the day to say this is what I am going to do today, and being realistic about what I can and can't do, and then being able to go at the end of the day, look, I got all of those cards done, or yes, okay, I missed one or two of them, but you can't get everything done every day. So I think that's probably the biggest help. The other help is that it has been forcing me to do my breathing exercises, and I think that alone, to start your day of doing the breathing exercises and doing exercise, just gets your body warmed up and gets your endorphins running and all of that good stuff. So I have enjoyed the positive outcome that I've received in each of the 5 days.
It's some good points you brought up there about the whole, wanting to get up in the morning and then actually doing things, because the thing that got me interested in this program was the fact that you were doing it, and also the fact that it said that it would make you feel like you're waking up every morning to Christmas Day. And everyone loves Christmas, and it's exciting to wake up. So I thought that this is a really good point. And I'm not sad when I wake up, but I don't jump out of bed with joy. I haven't yet over these past 2 days, but I think in about a week's time, maybe something will change, and I'll start to wake up with a bit more enthusiasm. And I think this will be good for me, for my school and just my general well-being.
Yeah. Have you, although, you said you're not jumping out of bed with excitement, have you felt any form of positive about getting out of bed?
Well, the first day I was, eager and keen to, try out this new Miracle Morning. I guess it was just the first day of experimentation, and that got me interested. This morning I was a little less excited, but I thought that I was more calm with my exercises, and I think that made for an easier process because I knew what I was doing and I didn't have to think about exactly what I was doing. And hopefully
Yep.
by the end of the month, it's just like a routine that I can just keep doing and just barely even think about. I just do. And
Yep.
then I leave the house, feeling like a better person.
Yeah. No, that's great. I mean, for me, I've always been good at getting up in the morning. I've always loved my job, and so getting up, in the prior to Miracle Morning, for me to wake up and then say, right, I'm getting up and I'm going to go sit in front of the computer was not a problem at all. But there was one morning this week where I woke up and I felt just awful. I'd had a really bad night's sleep and I felt awful, and it would have been a morning where I would have sat in front of the computer for at least the first half hour going, oh, how am I going to go today? This feels like a really bad day, etc. And I was late that morning waking up, so I only did 6 minutes of 10 minutes of the Miracle Morning. And after that 10 minutes, I felt 1,000 times better. So, if it can improve my mood like that, that will be terrific.
And are you feeling more awake and lively in the morning? Because I know it says that you should have a glass of water and then brush your teeth. Do you feel like you're getting work done with, more enthusiasm and I guess energy because of the teeth brushing and glass of water straight as you get out of bed?
No, not for me. Again, I've just always been good at. I've been able to hop out of bed, and have a drink. It's Coke, not water. But I've always been good at that. But where it has been, where I think it's been helpful this week is that I've been able to work longer in the morning. I particularly had a long morning this morning. I was finishing off a proposal, and I was late in delivering the proposal, so I really had to get it done today. I put in the hard yards, and I was absolutely knackered when I'd finished it. But then I stopped for a few hours, had a bit of a nap, watched the telly, etc. And I'm up talking to you now. If you'd a fortnight ago, I'd count the chances as very low. I'm keen to be here and doing it. I'm not doing it because we agreed to do it. If that makes sense.
So, like, I've set myself a 1 month challenge as a goal to just do the Miracle Morning for a month, and then after that, see if I enjoy it and want to continue it. Have you set yourself a goal, and are you planning on continuing this?
I definitely have the goal of doing 30 straight days. There's no question about that. I've set up the Trello card so that I can tick off each day. So yes, I'm definitely doing it for 30 days. But I will be doing it forever, is my plan. I expect after the 30 straight days, I will only do it on weekdays. I won't do it on weekends. But I definitely do intend to continue to do it. I mean, it's all just good sense as to things that you should do. I mean, in day 2 or 3 of my videos, I talked about affirmations were coming up, and that's not my cup of tea. I think it's a bit to put it bluntly, a bit wanky. but having read the sample affirmations and started today to work on affirmations for myself, I'm actually have to admit that there's some benefit in that, and I'm very surprised to be saying that now.
So just to compare, my miracle morning takes about 50 minutes. So, I wake up, glass of water, brush my teeth. Then I do 10 minutes of deep breathing. That's followed by 5 minutes of affirmations. Then I go on to probably 15 minutes of reading. Then I do 5 minutes of journaling where I set goals myself for that day in particular. And then I finish off by doing exercise, so normally working out for about 15 minutes. So how long does yours take, and do you do the same things like me in the same order?
Yeah, the one thing though, I posted a comment on your first blog post. I don't know if you've seen that or not. You seem to be missing the visualization step. You've got five
I've
steps.
Kind of combined that with the affirmations as well, because I'm kind of visualizing what I want to achieve today and then what I want to achieve, in the future. That sort of comes hand in hand. For me, I don't just say words, I also think it in my head as a picture. So I guess I've just kind of combined those things, but I think it's a pretty similar effect.
And you also, I did also note that when you were speaking then, you said during your journaling that you're thinking about the day ahead as well. So there are no, I think anything that tells you you must do these 6 things is just crazy talk. Lay out a template and pick and choose what you want out of it. So going back to your question as to how similar my routine is very similar. I do 5 minutes of breathing. That's what my exercise program suggests that I do. So I stick to that 5 minutes. I then do another 5 minutes at the end of the day. So then it's affirmations. So I spent more like 10-15 minutes on affirmations today because I was actually working on my own set of affirmations that I want to read to myself each day. I can see affirmations being a 5-minute exercise once I get that set out. And then there's visualization, and yes, I spend 5 to 10, probably closer to 10 minutes on visualization. So that's 3. I know I've got exercise. What am I missing, Joshua?
The journaling?
Oh, well, yes, right. So the journaling, I'm not a writer like you. I've never been a journaler, that's for sure. So I've switched that around for me, and I'm using these videos as my journaling, which for the moment is working well because it's helping reinforce the steps in my mind.
And I think it's important that you continue doing it daily, along with your routine, so it stays as a routine and you just keep getting it in your head every day and not miss a day.
Absolutely, and so I expect that. I don't know, but my expectation is after 2 weeks that I will continue to do the hangouts and call it under Miracle Morning, but I'm probably going to turn around to more what journaling is, I think, supposed to be about, where you're talking about what your goals and your dreams, etc., or just
more
for
private
the day.
Journaling.
But I will do it in a public forum. And so then the other one was reading. Today I really got into that. However, again, I swapped that around, and for me, I class my reading as watching a video tutorial. Yeah, exactly. So the other way, and so then the final one is exercise, and I do combine reading and exercise at the same time in as much as I listen to podcasts when I ride. So that's educational for me. That's a part of my professional development, knowing what's going on in the industry. So my intention is to ride most mornings for about three quarters of an hour is the lap that I've got set up at the moment. But if I can't get out because of the weather or whatever, then at the moment I've just been doing a minute's worth of push-ups, but I'm certainly going to need to sit down and I'll look at your blog post again you're doing squats. I might do squats. I won't do jumping jacks. That's for bloody sure. But yeah, doing sit-ups or whatever. So add a bit more variety into what I do.
And out of interest, what book do you read when you do read as part of the Miracle Morning? You don't have a book?
I don't read. I don't read I don't read fictions. Never enjoyed it. So yeah, at the moment I'm doing the audio visual. So this morning, and I will be using it for professional education. So this morning I did 20 minutes worth of I watched the video at double speed, so I would have got through about half an hour's of the video that's called AngularJS, a 60-minute-ish demonstration of how to use AngularJS. So that was good because probably next week I'll be working with Angular, and I still am very much in the learning phase. So to get that retaught to me was very educational.
Okay, well, Tim, I think we've discussed everything there is to do with the Miracle Morning so far, and look forward to joining you next week.
Yep, cool. Thank you, Joshua. It's been excellent. And you got any special, before we go, any special plans for the weekend?
No, I don't think I do. I think it's just a relaxing weekend at home and just recuperating after I had a busy day today. I went out to the Young Leaders Day at Sydney, which was a great event, 5 great speakers. And yeah, it's just a rest weekend. And as usual, I'll continue the Miracle Morning and just get back to usual things.
Cool. All right,
have you
fantastic.
got anything on your weekend?
No, we've got to get ready for rental inspection on Tuesday. So busy doing the lawns and housework, etc. So yeah. So if you're not doing anything, pop on down for the weekend and help us out.
Just a short drive.
Yeah. No, catch a train like Pa did the other day.
And a quick question before we go. It's a pretty controversial question at the moment because we have Christmas coming up. Do you put up your Christmas tree before December or when December starts?
Whenever Nikki damn well feels like it.
Good answer.
I would not put a Christmas tree up. Not that I dislike them. It's just like whatever. If Nikki wants to put it up this weekend, doesn't bother me. A friend of mine put hers up about 3 weeks ago, and yeah, people said it's not December yet, you can't do it yet. Rubbish.
You put it up whenever you feel like it, I guess.
Put it up whenever.
We usually put it in December because that's when Christmas is celebrated, but as long as we celebrate Christmas, it's all good.
Yeah. The only thing I object to is how early shops get Christmas stuff in and start playing Christmas music. That drives me nuts. And like hot cross buns now seem to start selling on the 1st of January. Like for Easter, it's like, no, I love hot cross buns, but no, they're Easter, they're not January.
Just whatever the next celebration is, they put it out.
Yeah, I understand why they do it, and yet, sure, they got every right to do it too, but I don't like that. But what anyone does at home, don't give a rat's about. That's up to them.
Well, it's good we're talking about the big issues in life. So
Indeed.
I'll see you next week.
All right, mate. Catch you later.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
See you guys.